What's up, guys? So Nigerian Senate President made a derogatory remark about a female senator, and some people are wondering what's the big deal. Please allow me to tell you why it is a big deal. First of all, I did not mean to ditch you guys. It's just that COVID has dealt with me, but I have also dealt with COVID. I'm doing okay now. So guys, this is the video I'm talking about.
Mr. President, we don't want it to be killed. We just want a bit of modification. We don't want the bill killed, but it should be slight modifications, sir. It's a necessary bill.
Distinguished Senator Natasha, in the chamber, you have to be recognized before you speak.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, we are not in a nightclub.
Did he? No, he did not. Actually, he did. What? That was his fellow lawmaker, by the way, Senator Natasha Akpabio, representing the people of Kogi Central in Nigeria. That woman got up to advocate for a bill, and he said that she must be called upon. The woman said, "Pardon me," but then he proceeded to say, "We are not at a nightclub." How? Where? Kilagbe Kilaju, like, how did we get here? What did we carry? What did you throw? Guys, let me tell you why this is a big deal. You know, other African countries are... Sorry, let me start with Nigeria. After all these years, Nigeria, a whole giant of Africa, still has only 4 female senators. 4 out of 109, that is 3%. We have 360 House of Rep members. Only 15 of them are women. That's 4%. Meanwhile, women are 49.5% of our population. Although whenever it's time for women to get married, they will tell them that there are more men than women. You know, which is not true. Yet, men are 95.9% of those representing us at the National Assembly. I'll tell you how this is affecting us, but to put it in context, while we have 469 lawmakers in Nigeria, South Africa has 400 lawmakers. Guess how many of them are women? 174. That is 43%. And I'm sure that you've seen the South African parliament when they are debating. You see their women participating. The Speaker of the Parliament is a woman, a 59-year-old woman, Toko Didiza. Don't worry, I'm still coming back to Senator Akpabio's comment. Zimbabweans are complaining that women are not well represented in their country, only for us to find out that they have 80 senators and 36 of them are women. I was like, They have 279 House of Rep members. 86 of them are women. Altogether, 359 lawmakers, and 122 of them are women. That is 33.9%. In fact, let's just say 34%. In fact, in Zimbabwe, they take their own fodder to ensure that at least 10 of those lawmakers are young people between the ages of 21 to 35. The constituencies still have to vote for them. And above all, Zimbabwe insists that at least 2 of their lawmakers must be persons with disabilities. They set aside 2 seats for persons with disability chosen by the National Disability Board. And we say that we are the giant of Africa. In Kenya, women are fighting for better representation. Meanwhile, they have 67 senators and 21 out of them are women. That is 31%. Their National Assembly has a total of 349 lawmakers. 80 of them are women. That is 23%. Kenya also mandates disability inclusion in the Kenyan politics. In fact, their goal is to ensure that at least 5% of elected and appointed government officials represent persons with disabilities. Because they are part of the society, they know that anybody can suffer disability. It doesn't make them less human, and so they must be represented. They have persons with disabilities as lawmakers in Kenya. A few weeks ago, I posted on Instagram and on X, which is Twitter, the video of a Kenyan visually impaired female lawmaker in her 30s who boldly challenged the president and her fellow lawmakers for being insensitive to what young people want since the beginning of that protest that has lasted for weeks in Kenya. And in Ghana, the Speaker of Parliament said that he's disappointed that out of 275 lawmakers, only 40 of them are women. That is 14% of Ghana. And do you know that in the UAE, because some people think that in all Muslim countries, women have no voice. Guys, in the UAE, women are 50% of the parliament. Hey? 50%. Even in Somalia, guys, out of 54 senators in Somalia, 14 of them are women. That is 25%.
We are 54 members, and as was already mentioned, 14 of the 54 are female. So it's an okay number, but it's not enough for us. So we are aiming for 30%.
Wow. Nigerians, clap for yourself. You know, I shared all that to say that Nigeria is seriously already behind in including half of its population in governance, in decision making. If you're wondering how these countries did it, some of those women were elected by the people. Many of them campaigned and ran for offices. And then in some countries, they've allocated certain number of seats for women just to make sure that women are represented. Nigeria is also working on a bill that will create 74 new seats for women at the National Assembly, at the Senate and the House of Rep combined. It just passed its second reading this month. We'll keep you posted on that. Half of our population in Nigeria are women. But women are not involved in the decisions that directly affect their lives and the lives of their children, the lives of their family members. And the sad thing is, we don't even know that something is wrong. But not just that, the few women that we now have, we don't encourage them. We don't treat them with respect. We still objectify these women. We make derogatory remarks about them, which is why the first word out of the mouth of a whole Senate president, number 3 in command in the country, is nightclub. We are not at nightclub. I don't know why he didn't kukuma call her a stripper. As in, why not just call her a stripper? So not only do we have to fight to be elected, to be appointed, to be represented, now we also have to fight to be heard after we are elected or appointed. As in, if we all be honest, guys, we know that the Senate president will not say something like that to a male colleague. Unfortunately, he's not the only one who thinks like that. There are so many men till now who believe that a woman's intelligence can never get to the level of a man's intelligence. I'm not sure who told them that intelligence is determined by the difference in the kind of genitals that you have, on your chest or your bum bum. Okay, so guys, the good thing is Senator Akpabio has apologized to Senator Natasha Akpoti this morning, just as we were about to upload our video actually. And I just honestly really appreciate the fact that he apologized. It did not reduce his person. As a matter of fact, it makes people respect him that he decided to do the right thing. The only thing that I don't understand, Daddy, is if you want to apologize, just admit that you were wrong, apologize and move on. Why are you trying to justify what you said in your apology? I mean, the man is still insisting that he was only misunderstood. He said people are taking what he said out of context. Esther, we know the meaning of nightclub. We know the context under which they use nightclub for people. You were not misunderstood. You knew exactly what you were doing. And then he said in his apology, he said there's nothing that he says that will not be misunderstood. And we're like, Daddy, if you want to apologize, just apologize, because this one is like half-tendered apology. It's like you're saying you're sorry, but what you said is not wrong. Maybe he doesn't know that what he said is derogatory, which hopefully now you know. Just admit it and move on. So for you to know how bad it is in Nigeria, you know that we have state house of assemblies. Can you believe that at least 13 states in Nigeria still do not have any female lawmaker at the State House of Assembly? None. If you combine all the states together, we have 990 state assembly seats. That's almost 1,000. And as of last year, it's only 48 of those 990 seats that are occupied by women. 13 states have no women representatives at all in their assemblies. As of last election, there are no female legislators in Bauchi State, Borno, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Abia, Osun, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara states. Wow. Osun, I'm not from Osun, but like, what the heck? What does it mean to be a lawmaker, by the way, in case you are wondering? It means that you are representing your people. You speak on their behalf. You come up with policies that will make their lives better, and you oversee funds, the money that will be disbursed by the government for the betterment of the lives of your people. This is what it means to be a lawmaker. Why do people now think that women cannot do these things? I mean, we already do them on a daily basis. We do them for our children, for our family members. A woman's first thought is the wellness of her children, the wellness of those that are sick, and the elderly. Who takes care of the elderly? In most cases, it's the women. When Gambian lawmakers decided to increase their own salaries and allowances at a time of economic hardship, and people cried out, it was a female lawmaker that stood up at the House of Assembly and called them out that this is greed, and that she rejected a salary increase, and her speech went viral all over social media. Remember?
We shouldn't deliberately enrich ourselves. And increasing our salaries is deliberately enriching ourselves. and that is an embarrassment. I think as a National Assembly, we should not accept any salary increment.
Naturally, women are more empathic, which is why a Senegalese woman decided to intentionally create jobs for 9,000 people in Senegal. I just interviewed her, by the way. Her name is Magat Wad, who wrote a book about how we can end poverty in Africa by encouraging businesses to boom. This woman is going from one African country to another, advocating with the leaders to make it easy for people to register their businesses, for them to operate their businesses with ease, so that they can create job opportunities for more and more people, so that more people will belong in the middle class, which has the potential to eradicate poverty. Check out her book. It's on Amazon. It's titled The Heart of the Cheetah, but the audio copy is free intentionally so that anybody from anywhere in the world can download it. It's on her website. By establishing businesses in Africa, which you have done, you have changed the lives of hundreds of people.
And it grew to 9,000 eventually.
It grew to 9,000 employees. That is more than 9,000 families that are on stable salary, that don't have to beg for money. The link to her interview is in the description. Please make sure that you watch it. It's titled How to End Poverty in Africa. Do we have corrupt women? Yes. Just like we have corrupt men, it is now left for the people to vote for the women who are not corrupt. If we truly want Nigeria to work as a nation, if we want to attain our highest potential, then Nigerian women must get into politics. You have to. Some of you are so smart. You're so smart. You are already overseeing the well-being of so many people, and we don't even know half of your talent. We need more women at the Senate. Who is happy, by the way, that Senator Natasha Akpoti got into politics? I know we all are. Now imagine having 50 of her at the Senate. There's no way the Senate President will make a remark like that, and at least some of them will not call him to order and be like, Mr. President, point of order. It's also possible that the Senate President is feeling threatened, because some days before that, we saw a video where she was supporting another female senator. So another female senator, the FCT senator, Madam Ireti Kengibe, tendered a bill for the Senate to urge the federal government to release funds to rebuild Karu Market that got burnt down.
This incident left scores of traders in tears after goods worth billions of naira were destroyed. Accordingly, resolved that to urge the federal government to urgently make emergency palliative and relief provisions available to cushion the effects of the fire, to offer the rebuilt shops to the victims at a subsidized and affordable rate.
This woman just wanted better for the market men and women, but the Senate President Akpabio tried to shut it down until Senator Natasha now educated him.
So why do you use government money to build community market, maintain the status, and hand over to the community? So what I'm saying in essence is that the prayer is faulty, and but is there anybody who wants to second this prayer? Yes, Natasha, you want to second the prayer?
Yes, sir. If you're asking in rebuilding a community market, sir, the people are the government. The communities are the government. So it's like the people using their money to their own advantage. So I stand to second the motion as amended by Senator Ireti Kengibe, sir.
Thank you. The people are the government. The government's money is the people's money. Amen, somebody. Now, instead of him to be grateful, be glad that you have a smart woman on your team to teach you what you don't know. Instead, he's trying to put her down. I mean, it doesn't make you look smarter. And speaking of that FCT senator, by the way, that woman, Madam Ireti Kengibe, she's also not well treated. I have seen the Senate President talk about her at an event, telling the FCT Minister Wike to ignore her. And guys, you need to see how Minister Wike publicly talked about this FCT senator, Madam Ireti Kengibe.
We have not been in office for more than 10 months. 11 months. And to the glory of God, the person is angry that they are praising us. If you don't want, go and hang yourself in a transformer.
Wow. He said, go and hang yourself in transformer. And people laughed. How do people like this get in power?
Yes. If you're angry, go and hang yourself. I challenge that legislator, if you are very, very popular, 2027, come and run under Abuja. We will fail you. If you are popular, come and run. Luckily for me, I'm the FCT minister now. So here's my territory.
Whatever their difference is, how is this civil? This man is a lawyer. This woman, Ireti Kengibe, is 70 years old, by the way. I know, she looks good. She's 70. Minister Wike is 56 years old. But it doesn't matter because men who are misogynist, they have no regards whatsoever for women, whether she's elderly or not. Again, a mature thing for Minister Wike to do would be to apologize to this woman. But then that would mean that he's actually matured, which he's not. He's not. Don't forget to watch the Senegalese woman's interview. All right, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real. I've been here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, I must see y'all later. Peace out. Peace out.